Hey, Nerfherders, I'm Addy Thomas.
I'm Ben Milton.
I'm Corey Putnam. What was that? Hey, Nerfherders, I'm Addy Thomas.
And I am Ben Milton.
and who is
And I'm cool.
You have like
Who are you?
edit it in there for like another episode.
And I'm Corey Putnam.
Oh, man.
I'm J. Mike Folsom.
I am Case Aiken, but we are not editing this together like Anakin Skywalker.
I'm leaving this one in.
We are not doing the George Lucas, oh yeah, well maybe we can just like edit a good performance out of him like you did with fucking Anakin.
Poetry and rhymes, guys.
Like, there's a better actor, but Jake Lloyd, I think I could get all the deliveries out of him eventually.
Yeah, well, clearly you don't know what you've walked into. We've done so many takes of just us introducing who we are because apparently we don't know who we are. While we figure out who we are, go to our website, certainpov.com, to check out all of our podcasts. There's Another Pass with Case. There's Certain Point of View.
Check out SoytenPointOfView.com.
It's going to be part of our new images. Sweetly.
Why I oughta?
Is there a Three Stooges podcast? We might have just stumbled
Maybe
into
we
a
need
niche.
to.
Oh hell, I can just see the t-shirt now of like the three of you guys.
Yes, I'm in. Let's
I
make
like
it
it.
happen.
I like it. You almost have a
I got a shampoo mode going on, yeah.
Exactly. So you can
When
find
you
all
shave
of
your
our...
head, you got kind of a curly thing.
Yeah, there we
happening.
go. Yeah, that works.
totally.
Yeah. And then there's Jay
Larry.
Hey.
So you can find all of our podcasts there, all of our social medias there. Be sure to check out all of our podcasts. We don't open up with this much giggling, but we do have a great time on all of our shows. You can find them on our website, certainpov.com. Let's get to our D20 Star Wars adventure, though, and we'll start by introducing who we are in game. So guys, let's not just get past who we are in real life, but who we are in game. Gonna give you a little bit of time to gather yourselves together while I introduce myself. And I play Faux Show. I am a Keldor. I'm that gas-breathing, mask-wearing guy. You saw, Plo Koon in the Clone Wars. So I'm one of him, except I am a Force Adept, so I'm not a full-on Jedi, but I have some Force powers that I can use. And
Nobody likes a bragger, Addy.
No.
Let it go.
Certainly.
You certainly are.
Well, then tell us who you are, Ben.
I am Phallus Vash Killer, and I am a human fringer. I'm sort of a survivalist from the Outer Rim.
And then Corey?
I am Hooflung Dung and Misa Gun Gun, failed pop artist. By the way, check out my new single. I forgot the name, so check it out later on Space Tunes. I'm actually a soldier, and yeah.
And then J. Mike?
My name is Thimbolt Noor. I am a Zabrak tech specialist. I am the Darth Maul. Just look just like him.
Zabrak. Yes.
Have
Yeah,
you read
Zabrak.
Black?
You just said it. You said
I
a
said that.
Zabrak
Oh,
tech
yeah.
specialist.
Yeah,
Like,
it's like Darth Maul. It's like that horns and everything.
Oh, okay.
Are you red and black, or are you yellow and black?
We don't see color.
No,
Yeah.
he's
No,
like...
I don't see color.
No, he's
I'm
like
past
light.
that.
He's a little bit more light-skinned. He's orange and
It's
black.
burnt orange
Yeah.
and
Burnt orange?
and black. There you
Like an
go.
amber?
well, canonically, the black is tattoos.
Yeah, but I wanted to know what the skin color was.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
That's why they're all different.
yeah.
Oh,
Why I
okay.
was like freaked out when I realized his body's actually red, but with black tattoos, because the tattoos on his face are all along the eyes and lips that
but
are
not-
black. And I was like, that's crazy, man.
I know we're going into a little bit of a bunny trail here, but like then what about his brother Savage and all those other guys? Those guys are yellow. And also
Yeah,
have the same-
Yeah.
but the
But they're all
tattoo is
tattoos?
black. Yeah, the tattoo
Okay.
is black.
Yeah.
The tattooing
okay.
is.
Then I'm a black guy.
Oh, and also I'm Case, and I'm the dungeon master.
Hi, Case.
Yeah. And before we go too far afield, can I have everyone roll a d20 to give me a recap?
Oh, thank God I got a 4.
2.
19.
9.
Yes! Corey again.
Me again.
All right.
Oh, this is going to be fun.
He was distracted by the dog most of that episode.
Most of that episode, I was definitely. I do remember that we had to make an emergency landing on a galaxy far, far away that contained a planet
Warmer.
with 3 continents and water.
Warmer.
Very warm.
and we were having to do emergency landings, so we couldn't just do a flyby on the planet with green trees.
Or as somebody called it, a drive-by.
A drive-by. We couldn't do a drive-by on the continent that had cool breeze and green trees, man. And so we had to do an emergency landing where there were shadows, and we couldn't see anything, but we could see everything. Because there was a light coming out from the top of everything.
So you could see because there was light, but you could
Yeah.
also not see because there was things obstructing some light. Yes.
Yeah, and then so Addy had to use the faux show had to use the force to see things dying in the path ahead, and we had to climb. I found out that I was a horrible jumper, but hopefully, better luck next time.
That seems like the kind of thing where you're not gonna have better luck next time.
I'll use the force.
No, you won't.
Exactly. Force, damn it.
You
Then
guys have force points you can use occasionally.
do I?
That's actually true. You guys do all have force points that you can use to better your rolls.
Yeah.
And now you know. And knowing is half the battle. Then we came across these holes in the sand where, even though it was hammer time, we couldn't touch this because there were body-like figures at the bottom of these holes in the sand. And then we came across a cliff where there was three dead Tauntauns, I think is what
That's
they're
impressive.
called.
Yeah.
And there was a cave with hot breath coming out of the cave. And I was
One more
finding
thing about the
pimples.
3 dead Tauntauns, if you want to.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the Tauntauns were just mysteriously melted for some reason. They were definitely dead, and Fosho didn't warn us about this because he felt
dick.
like it was something he needed to keep to himself. So all of us are kind of unaware of what's going on, and that's where we're at.
Well played, sir.
Yeah, I'm getting
Well
better
played,
at this.
yeah.
It only took
Wow.
100
That was-
episodes.
Thank you for playing along.
That was really good.
Yeah.
That was really good.
I
Yeah.
surprised myself. It was like a blackout. I was like, whoa, what just happened? Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys are wow. Yeah.
Let's just drink.
Let's take a drink to that.
It deserves it.
Good.
It's a session 2, guys. It's getting silly.
Let's make it happen.
Let's make it happen. So we're standing there on this cliff, and there's 3 dead Tauntauns. Tauntauns, anybody?
So you guys are standing at an edge of a cliff. You can sort of continue on if you chose, but down below you, about 30 feet, is a landing where there's these desiccated corpses of Tauntauns, and beyond that is a cave where you can hear the breathing of some sort of creature. Addy, before you were not able to get a fix on it. It seemed to be too far away. But those Tauntauns were sort of at the edge of your feeling. And in fact, their death was making them stand out even more to you than they would have otherwise, because of sort of the terrible nature of the absence of life, the destruction of all that. But now that you're closer, you think you could try to get a fix on what's beyond there.
Sure. So, do a little bit of Farsi.
I'm going to note that you don't have to. Just I'm just telling you, you could.
Well, yeah, I'm going to anyway. So,
Okay.
18. Hold on.
Feel a disturbance in the force.
Nope, that's just gas.
Oh. I did have to force.
I did feel a disturbance in the force the last time we edited, recorded, and you farted.
It was
'Cause that
awful.
was- yeah.
It was dark.
Still recovering
Definitely the
from
dark
that.
side.
26.
Okay. So, there is a creature that is pretty big inside there. It is sextupedal, and while standing on all 6 legs, it comes up about 2.5 meters. It is bulky, reptilian, and its saliva is acidic. As it moves around inside this cave, the ground itself slickens and turns into sort of this fine mush underneath him. Every spot where his spittle hits, even rock, dissolves away into the solution. its teeth are large, running around 5 feet long each, and its mouth is large enough to take a human whole in one bite.
Bosha, what see you?
Guys, we've got a big problem. Seems like there's some creature in there. It's definitely got. It can shoot acid. It can eat
You
us.
can shoot acid?
Well, I'm assuming it can spit acid.
Holy balls.
Balls are holy.
I don't want to know about your religion, Stimble.
Tell me more.
But yeah, you guys need to get ready to defend ourselves on this one. It looks,
Wait. Do we have to face off on this thing?
I
Can
don't
we
really know
go
if we
around
want-
it?
Yeah, it's like, how we just like,
Do we have like any way to like? How are we gonna kill this thing?
I don't even know what it is.
Guys, give me spot checks, please.
17.
14.
18.
18.
You guys all see the sand closest to you, like coming out from the rock face underneath you, start to bulge up and move towards the dead Tauntauns. It's kind of like the Bugs Bunny kind of shifting of the sand, and coming up out of the ground are these quadrupedal predators. They've got like a very fine fur. They're not like naked moles, but so they have some hair, but it's not particularly shaggy. And they all, when they come up, they raise a paw up to their faces to block out more light. And you note this and note that is a somewhat intelligent thing to do when they come up. They climb up out of the sand and they move towards the dead Tauntauns. And where the most dissolved portions are, their jawless mouths start suckling at it. And you guys note that these creatures seem to have like a digestive tract designed to help them move through the sand. But because they're predatory, they do prefer to have this sort of like dissolved whatnot. And do you think that there might be some sort of symbiotic nature between these creatures and the whatever is beyond, that they're feeding off the carrion?
That this thing just killed.
Yeah.
Okay. You gonna Walking Dead this shit? Kill one of those and put its slobber all over us and see if that protects us against the...
I'm going to remind you that you guys are still up above them.
Yeah.
Thing
We need
is,
to keep moving.
we do need to keep moving, but the thing is we got to come back this way with whatever hyperdrive equipment we can get our hands on, assuming we can even find any.
Yeah.
And it's going to be tough to walk through through these rocks carrying equipment.
Yeah.
Like we're gonna
and
have
being
to,
alert for whatever
we're gonna
can
have
take us.
have to clear it out eventually.
Yeah.
If we come back this way, there's a possibility we could find some sort of flying device that would get us over these hills, but I mean, so far we haven't seen signs of any kind of intelligent life other than this thing doing this, raising its hand above its eyes. This is the most intelligent thing we've seen on this planet so
Yeah.
far. We're not very far in. I'm just thinking eventually we're gonna have to face this thing.
Yeah.
Would you rather do it now or when we're carrying equipment that this thing could spit on and ruin?
I'd rather
Or
take it now.
it could spit on us and ruin us.
Right. Which could happen either way.
Or we could find a different way back. What say you, Zabrak?
I'm not looking forward to the spitting acid part, personally.
I think we should use him as bait to draw it out and see what we're dealing with.
I like where this is going.
Hey, keep your thoughts to yourself. Yes.
Oh, was I thinking it out loud again? Oh, my
Keep
bad.
those
The
thoughts to
Gungan
yourself.
might be onto something.
The Gungan's a little bit faster than the Zabrak, though.
No, that's fine. He's a good shot, though. Sometimes.
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 Until the Zabrak's money's on the line.
Only when it doesn't count. I'm a good shot.
I don't know.
A ringing endorsement.
I don't know. I'm not sure if we should avoid this or if we should fight now. I don't.
You want to rock, paper, scissors it?
We might have to.
You win, we keep going. I win, we fight.
Yeah.
All right,
I'll tell you what. I'm going to roll a d6. Currently, I have 2 options on the table. Actually, better yet, I'll roll a d4 just to keep this on. So, let me get votes from each of you for what you want to do.
I want to move forward.
I want to move forward.
We got 2 move forwards. We've
But
got
we have to
1
move
fight.
forward alertly because
So I'm
clearly
gonna,
we don't know what
Corey,
else.
you're a fighter. I'm going to take it you want to fight.
I'm always down for fight.
All right, so if it is an odd number, then you move on. If it is an even number, then I hate this because I'm the DM and I'm allowed, like, I want to give you guys the options, but I want to know that it's random. If it is an even number, then you engage.
Okay.
Okay? I am rolling.
Loaded.
2.
And 2 happens to be what kind of number?
Even.
Even. Let's kick the tires and
So-
light the fires, Big Daddy.
Your
Drink.
this is the most Star Wars adjacent thing he said. Without actually being right. It's science fiction. The plot involves a superweapon moving into position in the 3rd act as a dogfight scrambles to save the day before its giant blaster takes out where the last remnants of a population.
Close enough.
This is very close. So drink.
Why this mission, we'll never know. But what we do know is the Black Knights will emerge victorious once again. Amen, Reverend.
5 seconds later.
Fight, locked and loaded. Let's do this.
All
5
right.
seconds later. Put your mask back on.
Faux show, put your mask back on. So you guys bicker about this. Trying to be quiet to not draw the attention of these weird wolf moles. But finally the hotter heads prevail here, and
You mean sexy.
your long and short-tongued friends here decide that they are going to lead the charge.
Long and short.
So, Fairly, since you and Hoof win the argument, do you want to sort of
Lead the charge?
yeah, well,
Hell yeah.
Present your case.
All right, guys, here's the deal. Like, we're going to have to clear this out because, one, we don't want this thing going back to the ship and attacking the ship and damaging the Susan with its acid breath. We also don't want it grabbing any of the little amount of Alderaanians that we have left, too.
Those are 2 good points, yeah.
This thing may go scouting out and find our friends. So, plus we have to come back this way with whatever, like I said, with whatever we can find. We don't want it ruining any equipment that we do happen to get our hands on, which is already a pretty slim proposition.
Exactly. I actually feel the same way. I mean, if not us, then who?
I hate it when he makes sense.
It's rare, but let's do it.
All right, let's make this happen, guys.
Foe, in the back of your mind, you hear the word yes.
Whoa. You okay? You look like you just heard something in the back of your mind.
Let's just move forward, guys.
In the back of your mind.
Oh, I wish Slippery Jim was here. He would comment about how metatextual that seemed.
Guys seem to always be in my head. What's with you guys?
Get out of my head!
You all right?
Yeah, let's move forward.
All right, let's kill this thing. All right. Are those little the mole creatures gone? Or are they still here?
You're watching them still like finish off the entrails of this creature.
What are we gonna do? Do we want to wait for this them to go, or how are we gonna do this? Like clearly, the centipede thing isn't attracted to them. Like doesn't want to eat them, or it's
At least
just
it's
full.
not aware of them.
Or it's just full.
Yeah.
It just ate 3 tauntauns.
Yeah.
Oh.
Maybe we could throw a rock in front of the cave and see what it does, so it can come out and hide.
Well, why don't we just use why don't we try to find Tauntauns on our way back and use them as bait, like feed this thing, and see if we can satiate it and just go past it.
But then you said, what if it attacks our ship while we're gone?
That's an excellent point. God damn it. All right.
This is crazy.
All right. I'm gonna climb. How high above it am I? Above these wolf things am I?
Like 20, 30 feet.
It's too far to jump.
No, it's not. Go for it.
I don't want to fight this thing.
That's how you break
I
a
have
leg.
Aim for the bushes.
Is there something
So
we can hide
Hoof has
behind?
a heavy blaster. The rest of you have a light blaster on your persons. And then Phalius, you've got your twin vibroblade that you picked up.
Yep.
And Foe, you've got your staff.
I didn't keep my
Should we have
my
blasters?
heavy blasters from the ship.
No.
Or did I leave them there?
You did have heavy blasters.
Yeah, you grabbed those 2 heavy blasters. Yeah. You got those on your person.
Okay, good.
I'm surprised you held on to that with all the stabbing that was happening.
I was still shooting.
You were crawling away like a coward.
Oh God, I'm dying.
Everybody gonna die.
this! Not like this!
Don't like this, guys.
Not in the face. That's how I make my money. All right. Yeah, we got blasters. Let's start shooting. I'm gonna shoot one of these little mole things.
Okay,
Yep,
if we start shooting, and the big thing comes out the cave,
Shoot that too, motherfucker.
can I hide behind something so I don't get hit?
Let's look around and see if there's something you can hide behind.
I'm gonna do a spot check.
Yeah, why don't we all take
Spot
cover
check
and
and
start
take
taking
cover.
our shots so that we're not like...
Fuck that. 15.
14.
There are some very scraggly bushes around you, but they're not going to provide that much cover.
God
the
damn
best
it.
cover you're going to get, frankly,
Force
from this
damn it.
situation is from the high ground. Them not being able. Yes, this.
My Gobi one.
It is a reference, guys.
Don't do it. Don't do it, mole creature. I have the high ground.
Look at his face. He's like, God damn it.
And the fact that it is a sharper angle at the edge of the cliff that you're at. So,
like
if
where,
you
like, higher
got
ground?
down
We're like laying on our
So if
stomach.
we
on your
lay
stomach,
prone, we could take
you-
shots.
exactly,
from
and
cover.
theoretically be more covered. Whereas if you're standing up, they would see you.
Whatevs.
Let's do this.
15.
If I was lead.
Oh, so you're shooting at them
Yeah,
right now?
I'm shooting.
Yeah,
at it.
yeah, there's reckless abandon over here.
So could everyone roll initiative for me, please, and then we'll
Ooh.
suss that out after that.
Seven.
19.
1.
Oh, wait, hold on. That's intelligence, not initiative. My bad.
I rolled a 2. And I have a -1. That makes it a 1.
I have a 21.
Uh-oh.
All right, calm down.
You're
Jeez.
the first one
I
to
have
fail.
one.
First one to hide, run and hide.
I'm getting cover because
First
like,
one, exactly. Yeah, here we go.
Who,
First
what
one
was
to
yours?
miss.
Mine is actually 11.
So you guys are getting the surprise on these things because they don't know that you're there. So, Phalius, you announced that you are opening fire.
Yep.
So
Recovery fire!
everyone else gets the surprise on these things. So you open fire. Could I get a ranged attack roll from you, please?
4.
You son of a bitch.
Wow. Sorry.
I'm sorry. I rolled J Mike dice.
We said it's not D4s, damn it. It's a D20 system.
In that case, 4.
Okay, that's better. God damn it. All right.
I rolled a 1. God damn it.
All right. Shots pepper down on the ground around these creatures, alerting them to your presence.
What are you doing?
Missing.
Stimbolt. They are still being surprised right now. This is still the surprise round. Can you please tell me what you're doing?
Hiding.
I'm going to open fire
All right.
Wow.
from a laying down position.
Sure. So you like reach out, and you've got the 2 guns, so you can give me 2 attack rolls. 2 d20 rolls, please.
8 and 8.
You don't have a ranged one?
Oh, sorry. 22 and 12.
One of those shots hits one of the creatures. And so give me your heavy blaster roll, so 3d6, please.
Seven?
All right, it yelps in pain.
I did it! I did a thing. The day is ours. The day is ours.
The other 2 look up and hiss or sound because they don't have jaws, so they can't really hiss per se.
They look angry.
I'm taking a shot. Am I next?
Hoof, you are next.
And it's plus my ranged, right?
Yep.
18.
All right. You actually get 2. You get that second number on your on the blasters.
9.
All right. So the first shot hits. The second one doesn't. Yeah. So you hit another creature there. Give me a 3d6 roll as well. Straight through its brain. You eviscerate it. In fact, this is why the other shot misses, because you were lined up for one. Clearly, its head exploded, and then you tried to get the next one, but the shift in your aim didn't let you get it off. Yep. Yeah,
Not a good time to.
It is a
lose
terrible
one's
thing
head.
when a blaster shot hits the skull, because there is a little bit of kinetic force and a lot of heat. And so it's almost like the reverse of how bullets work, where there's scorching, but a lot of like puncture. In this case, it's the reverse, where it's like a lot of burn, and there's just enough puncture that like the back of its head like oozes out in this terrible geyser. But everything looks so burned up.
Oh, I'm sick again.
Guess he was a little headstrong. No.
It's been revoked.
The 2 remaining alive creatures are kind of taken aback.
What did you just call me?
And Foe, you're up.
Come on.
All right, I'm gonna
money.
take another
Big
shot.
money. Shoot him.
No whammies.
You hit him high, hit him high, hit him high.
I hit him low, hit him low, hit him low.
13.
You miss with that shot.
Shit all night long.
Yeah.
You miss.
Monsters!
All right. So that's our.
Space Jam.
The soundtrack was bitching though.
That was a great sound.
that was a surprise round.
Surprise,
Snowball,
motherfucker.
you're up again. These creatures, the 2 that are remaining, are starting to move in your general direction.
Get him, J Mike.
Why me first then?
Because you rolled
Well,
the highest.
all of you
initiative.
up there, yeah.
9 and 23.
The 9 does not hit. The 23 does, shockingly.
Big money. Add it up. I want to add it up. Add it up.
9?
Yeah.
Okay. You shoot the one that you had been targeting before, and it actually dies.
Rebels! It's been a long time.
Too long.
Everyone give me a listen check, please.
Oh God.
Does he hear sound?
26.
17.
24.
Listen, Linda. 13.
You all hear little bits of rumbling going on, and feel vibrations on the cliff edge that you're at.
Hey guys, I'm picking up good vibrations.
You were gonna do it.
Not from the cave, to be clear.
Oh.
Hoof, you're up.
Oh, I'm up. Let's
Yeah.
do this.
Why'd you look at me for who?
Because you're the one who helps him.
Because there's one left, right?
Yes.
And I feel the rumble.
I can't help him over here.
29.
He's growing
For your
up
first
so
shot?
angry.
First shot.
That hits.
And hits. Second shot.
Took like 15 sessions, but he got there.
23.
Both of those hit.
Boom. So
Alright.
66.
Yep.
66.
66.
Here.
Order 66.
Actually, here. All four. So you can do.
Alright, so the first shot was 3 of them, right?
Mhm.
Alright, so that one is 10. And the second shot is 13.
Yeah. So you kill it. You. The first shot kills it. The second shot just makes it.
Kills it more.
Yeah.
And what I'm doing is I'm spitting my blasters like
Single blaster.
cowboy.
Where was that?
But one blaster.
Where was that against the Gamorrean?
Yeah.
Sun was in his eyes.
Yeah.
Practice makes
Where was
perfect.
that? Where was that?
So, you killed it, but that rumbling continues, and you guys feel the sand starting to shift around you, and right nearby, 2 more of these like mole creatures pop up out of the ground, not far from you. Like,
You know what? I have a
made a
bad
huge
feeling
mistake.
about this.
I made a terrible mistake.
I have a bad feeling about this.
the
You
two
guys
that
see that? I killed it
policy
till it
on
was dead.
dumps.
Whoa, what is that?
that was smooth.
That was.
The 2 that pop out. One goes for Phaelius.
Phaelius, watch
tries
out.
to slash at him. What's your defense?
14.
All right. It tries to slash at you, but you're able to sort of like twist out of the way, and it doesn't quite get you. And the one goes for foe.
Hey, buddy. Sorry. What's your defense?
No, it hits. You take 10 points of vitality damage as its claws bear into you.
Don't go into the light.
Only took 10 points. Vitality. I'm still here.
How many do you have?
I got, well, now I have 14 left after that.
Yeah, so you're not being like ripped up, but it's on you and it's like slashing into you.
Yeah.
And you're doing everything you can to avoid it being like a real injury. Like, but it's locked in there. Its weird jawless mouth is like starting to extend towards you, and you're pretty sure that it has some sort of method for like stripping flesh, like sort of this like calcified little like. Trying to think of the right word for this. Nubs along the edge of it, like tentacles, like on a shark, but yeah. So it's trying to go for you.
Don't let it kiss you.
On that note, you're up.
Flip it over the edge.
I am.
Flip it over the edge. Do the flippity flip.
I guess. Yeah. What would I use to throw it over?
Give me a strength check.
Oh, that's not a good idea.
You can do it.
2.
Oh, that was a bad idea.
You try, and all you're managing to do is to keep it from like biting into you or like suckering onto you.
Yep.
So that was that's that effort failure kind of leaves you there. You haven't been able to do anything else for your turn. Phaelius, you're up.
All right, Vibroblade time.
Cool.
I'm killing this motherfucker. I'm gonna use my power attack.
Okay.
That's a melee attack.
Yep.
So I take 2 away from my melee attack.
Okay.
Correct?
Yep.
So 16 plus.
And you're two-handing it, so you're good.
16 plus there's 19.
19 is the attack roll.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's a hit.
Okay, so then I do add 4 to damage. Is that correct?
Yep.
Yep. Okay, so the Vibro Blade does 2d6 plus 4. Plus 5, really. Yeah. Alright, so 7, 5 is 12.
Describe what it looks like when you bring the this dual vibro blade down into one of these creatures.
Okay, so I'm aiming for the base of the neck, and I just drive it down into its base of its neck, twist it as it screams. I twist it harder to try and cut the spinal fluid, just rip it out so I can save my friend. Die, you little bastard! Blood squirts out as it breathes its final breath, and I kick it over the edge, pull my blade out.
It falls and bounces off the ground and sort of like it like hits like a steeper portion and just kind of tumbles down.
The only good bug is a dead bug.
Adjacent.
We'll allow it. I was gonna quote Moani. You're welcome.
Default, you're up. There's another one of these creatures up here, and it's fighting with Phaelius, or with pardon me, the foe.
This is where you hide.
You're never gonna make it.
There's
Sorry,
another one.
Phaelius killed one.
Yeah.
The other one is fighting with foe.
Okay. Can I throw it off him? Like pull it off?
Yeah, it's a strength check to
Okay.
sort of pull it away.
I'm surprised he did disguise.
15.
Diplomacy.
Wear the pelt of the other one.
Diplomacy.
Let me see. There's
Handle animal.
Quick, Fosho, make it your friend before it kills him.
Right. 47.
You're able to
friendship, quick!
pull it off him and sort of hold it back, but you're not able to like either pick it up or like hurl it off the edge. But you're grappling it. It's not facing you. It's like it was trying to slash at foe. So you're like holding up this like creature, and it's exposed right there. So it's grappled and can't really attack right
I
now.
already used my turn, otherwise I would let that stuff
Hoof,
up.
you're up.
Taking a shot right at it.
You're welcome.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Would this be ranged? This would be ranged still.
If you're shooting, yeah.
Wait, don't shoot.
He's gonna
Do not shoot.
Please shoot the Zabrak. Please
27.
Oh.
Yeah, that hits. Give me a damage roll on that. You're hitting its soft underbelly.
It's 3d6, right?
Yep.
18.
Good God.
That was a good roll.
Stimbolt, you feel warm blood gush on
thank God.
your waist.
It's yours.
Oh,
and
no.
trickle down your legs.
It's not the first time he's had
the
warm
creature
liquid on his belly.
He hits it right in the stomach, and it's like burned up, and like the pulse of it goes enough through that there is some kickback, and the blood like pours into your groin from the other side. The big wound is on the front though,
Looks like you had an accident, buddy.
and it's dead though.
Yay.
Throw it over the side, J. Mike.
Depends.
And with that, you guys hear a roaring sound come from out of the cave.
Wow.
Yes. Wow.
Meow.
This large lizard, like I said, it's 2.5 meters up when standing squarely down, charges out, and it sees the dead body of these mole wolves, and it rushes towards one of them and like starts like just eating it, and as it's like chomping into it, you can see its flesh like dissolve away, and like finally it just like kind of like swallows, and it's like swallowing like a milkshake, where there's like some solid mass to it, but it's not really a liquid per se. But it's not solid either.
That's gross.
Do we have any
What
explosives
was
on
that?
us? Do we have any explosives on us, guys?
Do you guys normally carry explosives?
No. I have a
Someone has
fire
demolition.
extinguisher.
Oh yeah, grenades.
Apparently.
Nope.
We didn't walk in with thermal detonators, I guess. So
Probably not.
yeah.
I'm gonna say no on that. We're gonna have to shoot it the old-fashioned way,
All right.
Yeah. So this six-legged,
which means it can climb.
massive lizard it seems very happy about getting a warm meal, and it like looks around and like gobbles up another one, and then smells up and notices you guys. Stimbolt, you're up.
Don't move.
What's the plan, guys? What do we want to do for this?
Shoot her.
You may commence firing.
I don't get it.
No, that was actually a line from the movie. God damn it!
Oh.
I kind of prefer the shooter.
Drink my gallon of water.
What's the plan, guys?
Shoot! It's your
Stimbolt,
turn. What are
you're
you
up.
asking me for?
Yeah, it's your decision.
Kill them all like
For
animals.
shooting.
Yeah, we don't have the option to play pod racing with this one. Damn it! I knew it all along. Should have used force friendship again.
If we go into Escape and we find a game system,
Oh my god.
that's what we're gonna use to get off the planet.
Stimbolt, what's up?
18 and 16.
Both those hits. Give me damage rolls.
Divide by pi plus the square root of the circumference of a circle.
13.
For one.
11.
Okay. So you shoot it, and they hit. Its thick skin leads you to think that the blasts are not doing as much damage as they might otherwise.
I think I just made it angry.
Set it to stun.
You're up.
I'm shooting too. And this is for not saving me 15% or more on pot insurance.
I just got that.
Tough crowd. 12.
Oh my god.
Wait, I get 2 rolls?
Yep.
Oh god.
12 and 28.
The 28 hits.
Boom.
So give me another. Give me one damage roll.
6.
You still give your full normal damage.
Oh,
like
yeah,
just,
yeah.
Just only one of 2 attacks hit.
9.
Okay. You likewise hit it. It's charging and rushing towards sort of the edge of the cliff, but you were still able to get one shot off at it.
This was a good idea.
The
Don't look at me like that.
As with Stimbolt, you note that while you shot it, and most things when you shoot it they die, this thing seems to be fairly thick-skinned, and the scorching and penetrating that you have been seeing recently is considerably less impressive than here.
Oh no!
Oh yeah.
Oh no!
Guys, I don't think I did anything to it.
You made it mad.
It jumps onto the side of the rock face and begins pulling itself up.
This was your idea, Zach.
No, it wasn't.
Slobber is getting everywhere, and you see all these little speckles of it hitting the side of the rock, and it's starting to dissolve and burn away.
Why did you shoot at it?
You think actually that those would be, ironically, once the acid became more inert, pretty good climb holds to go up and down.
Good to know.
But it's tearing into it. Its claws digging into the mountain face. and it pulls itself up and lets out a roar as it comes up to the top. With its roar, saliva splashes everywhere. So can everyone give me reflex saves to avoid it?
God damn it. 7.
12.
Oh, thank you, God.
22.
Nobody likes you too.
Stimbolt and Foe, you are able to avoid it
Give me that pencil.
and get no acid on you. However, Phallius and Hoof, you each take 3 points of wound damage.
God dang it.
Burns!
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. And it does not stop burning.
Oh, man.
It hurts really bad. Yeah. Yeah, guys.
Don't get it in your eyes.
Yeah, but that's so that was climbing up was its turn. Foe, you're up. This creature's right there, like acid being speckled around. You just barely avoided it before.
Force push that son of a bitch away. Get it away from us. Oh God, it burns.
I'm gonna make a force illusion of Phallius that's gonna appear at the bottom of the cliff and run in another direction to distract him.
Considering that it's face to face with you four,
So
you might
I
want to
guess
just. I know what you're trying to do. Just give me a little more fluff that would draw its attention more.
It's Phallius yelling obnoxiously, so and his obnoxiousness is well known.
Okay, so despite the fact that this creature does not have a particularly developed right hemisphere of the brain, it is still able to easily imagine Phallius doing this. So yes, give me that roll.
Yeah, he's just to add to it. He's similarly making the sound that, if you remember from Rick and Morty, when the sun rises on that one planet that's really annoying. That's the sound that Phallius is making.
To be fair, I am making that sound because that acid really burns.
J Mike.
24.
Yeah, you do it. So you take 2 points of vitality damage, and yeah, it just
It is painfully annoying.
it just sort of like is looking at you guys, and then all of a sudden like acts like it's hearing something, and then like turns, and you guys don't see this. Like you're just aware that this is what's happening, because he's doing like the weird like psychic kind of pose.
Take it easy, Aquaman.
Where
We all have different heroes, guys.
it like looks down. I dig it.
I got shit to do.
I might have to start doing that now.
I don't want to die. I got shit to do.
So it cocks its head, looks down at the ground below you guys, and lets out this these short clipped like barks, as it were, like
Is that raptor?
furious at what it sees below it, and it turns around on the edge of the mountain and starts like lets out a roar, and like saliva just oozes down, creating these like deep streaks in the side of the mountain. Okay, yeah, you redirected its rage. Phallius, you're up.
Jump on him with a vibroblade and stab him in the head.
Yeah, but now I got his back. I don't have his belly anymore.
Did you really have his belly?
He was when he was facing up at us. Yeah, I did.
Okay.
You
Drowning you in acid.
fucked us.
Oh, really? I fucked us.
Yep.
How's that acid feeling?
Bad, really bad. You know what it sounds like when it burns?
You could try to shoot him in the cloaca.
I don't know what a cloaca is.
Oh, you don't? Does anyone here out of game know what a cloaca is?
No, it doesn't, but I feel we're about to find out.
On the next episode.
When we come back, oh, that's what it is.
Oh, the more you know.
J. Mike, no?
No.
Cloaca, most notably on chickens, is when they've got one hole for everything.
Huh.
Oh.
Stop belly soft.
All right, well, I'm going to stab
I guess they
him.
just scissor or something.
I'm going to take my vibroblade and stab him in the cloaca.
Sure. Give me an attack roll, please.
Can I use my power attack to do this?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to use a power attack. All right, so that is that plus that minus 2 is 16 for an attack roll.
That gets it in the cloaca, yes.
Ooh. That makes me happy.
And
Hooray!
give me some damage for that.
All right, so that is a plus.
I feel like you made it angrier.
Actually, I think he likes
He
it.
likes it. It is a vibroblade, guys.
Do it again. Do it again.
6.
Frisky, are we?
And it's gonna done better than any forced friendship ever could.
The magic wand.
14.
All right. So you,
Pineapples.
Broccoli! That was broccoli!
you penetrate the creature,
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, you do.
driving into this one hole for everything.
One hole to bring them
Blade throbbing deeper and deeper into it.
All right, why does it got a throb?
Because it's a vibroblade.
Vibroblade.
Yeah.
Vibrates, doesn't throb.
It throbs.
It's ribbed for his unpleasure.
That's the line you gotta deliver after he's dead.
You are
Tiny
able to
man.
get it in and then pull down and actually pull the blade out through its stomach.
Yeah!
And just blood gushes out. Now, I will let you know that its blood is not acidic. Its saliva is here.
Oh, thank God.
That was about to be a bad time.
But its entrails and everything just gush out.
Yes. I eviscerated it.
It's some of its stomach acids pour out, but it doesn't really get on you or the blade, and it just like it loses its grip and falls tumbling over, landing on its back, acid splattering all about, and blood gushing out of its now massive wound extending from all along its groin. It's a pretty vicious sight. Yeah, you just killed it. It's lying there and it's just like bleeding out. You see it sort of like struggle and like try to move, but finally like the strength leaves its body and it falls back.
Just let it happen.
I think you like that way too much.
Oh, that
Yeah.
feels so good. I am spent. Who's got a cigarette?
Hey, I thought you only had 2 blades on that. Looks like you have a third.
Everyone give me a spot check.
He does have a hard on.
Or rather, no, actually, sorry. Really what happened, you hear a sizzle sound of yet another blaster shot, and a little bit past the way, you see 2 Tauntauns mounted with humans on it, and one has just fired off a blaster shot into the air. Now, what are those spot checks?
Oh, fuck. I don't know.
13.
11.
Stop doing that, guys!
It's really creepy.
Jinx. 13.
Get out of my head.
So they're mostly silhouetted. The sun is behind them, so you can't make too much out about them. You do notice that
See a little
the
silhouette of a man.
blaster motherfucker.
He's got a moosh.
Very frightening. Galileo. Galileo.
Well, you see a little boy.
Silhouette of a man.
Nobody likes him. No, the blaster raised into the air, you notice has a like a bayonet at the tip of it, and it looks like sort of this like a sports rifle kind of thing. Like it's like not a military style blaster. It seems a little too ornamental, like too curvy for that kind of purpose.
Show me what you got. Sorry.
Oh, hey!
Oh, hey. Sup? Okay.
That was pretty good!
Thanks.
What the fuck are you?
Burning. This shit hurts. Oh my god, it hurts.
I'm a birdie too.
And they sort of kick off, or like they spur their creatures, and they kind of like run off to the side, and you see them sort of like kind of making routes to get over to you. Posho, you, without even having to check, you can feel that the force is strong with these two. Do you want to do anything as they're sort of like kind of making their way over to you guys?
Kill the Zabrak. I don't know. I'm just spitballing here, guys.
Was I thinking out loud again?
It's the wound damage. I'm sorry.
Did I say that
It's
out
the
loud?
acid speaking.
I want to tell our group, well, just let's hide the fact that we're rebels. We're not sure whether or not what to say with these guys, but let's at least hide that fact.
That's probably smart. I mean, this far out, they may not even know what the rebellion is.
Yeah, but we don't. Yeah, let's just still not endanger ourselves unnecessarily.
As they get closer, you can kind of see a little bit more about them. So they're riding these Tauntauns, so they have like harnesses for riding them, saddles, like stirrups and reins on them. They are human, with nothing particularly weird looking about their physiology. They both have long hair, and they are wearing very well tailored, but very explicitly tailored clothes. They do not appear to be artificially made. It seems to be like a leather vest underneath sort of a long coat that's made of some kind of fabric. You can't quite identify from this distance what texture it is, and leather pants.
Well, at least they're wearing pants.
Yeah, like again, the clothing is very nice, but you can see stitching actually even from this distance. That is definitely functional stitching on it.
Right.
They both are wearing very bulky left-handed or gloves on their left hand that seem to have some sort of mechanical component to it.
I want to use telepathy to sort of make sure that. What?
Go ahead.
To make sure that they have, they're not going to be a danger to us.
Sure. Before you give the roll,
Yeah.
for telepathy, is this a two-way communication, or are you just trying to read their surface thoughts?
Just want to read their surface thoughts.
Okay. Yeah, give me a roll.
20.
Reading rainbow.
You take 3 points of vitality damage for the expenditure. The older-looking one, he actually has a bit of a beard to him. It's like, what manner of creature are these things? Like, what? I don't recognize things with horns. And weird reptilian long thing with big floppy ears, or the crazy tentacles of this other one that I see before me. I see one human there, though. I'm confused. The younger one, you get the vibe of, it's like Oh, wow, they just took out a Gultar. That's pretty impressive. It's interesting. I haven't seen strangers in a long time. And as they approach, do you guys do anything else? They're starting to get close to you.
It looks like
The Tauntauns are like hopping from like rocks to rocks to get around, and finally they land on like the trail that if you had continued on, you would have been following.
Just for other thoughts, guys. I think these guys seem like they're gonna be. They're fine. I think we finally got some help that might help us get off this rock.
All right, well, put your weapons away. Let's be friendly.
Seems like there was a town on the other side of these mountains.
Probably that was what we were going towards.
Probably didn't need to fight that thing right now.
Huh?
We probably didn't need to fight that thing.
They start to approach.
I don't know. Hey, how are you, friend?
Oh, hi! Don't you know? I'm Griff.
Oh. Hey, Griff.
So long for this.
Now who's got the chubby?
I don't know what's a chubby. That's some good stuff you did back there.
Thank you for noticing, friend. What's your name? Griff.
My name is Griff.
Griff.
And this is my apprentice, Finn.
Sven.
Finn.
Finn.
Yep.
Finn and Griff.
Griffin.
Hi. Yeah. You guys took out a Gultar. That's pretty cool.
Gultar?
What are you guys? You're a human.
I am. Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, but he's got weird horny things, and all you guys. Whoa. Yeah, my apprentice is speaking a little out of turn, but I haven't seen strangers around these parts in a long time.
Well, you guys are pretty far out here. We got lost, and this is my friend.
Oh yeah, I could say that. Never seen people like you.
Yep. We're from all over the galaxy. There's a motley crew for sure.
Galaxy? What are you talking about?
Oh, out there in the stars. You guys.
What are you? What? Hold on.
Misa, come in peace.
Hold on. You're saying you're from the stars? What kind of crazy nonsense is this?
You're right. Did I say stars? I took a blow to the head while fight. What'd you call it? A Gundar?
Gultar.
Yeah, it must have bonked me in the head. I didn't mean stars. I meant from the other side of,
No, Griff, he's telling the truth. Oh. Hey, what did I tell you about praying? Sorry, you should not mind him.
It was in my head.
Oh, gee. Foe, in the back of your head, you hear them communicate with you directly. It's just like...
Boogity.
That's a weird way to see things. Oh, the world
Is a vampire.
No. Oh. Well, hello. I see you're trained in the ways as well.
Yeah, you guys can use the Force as well?
Well, yes. We're the Killian Rangers.
Wait, the Killian Rangers?
Out of game, yes, the Killian Rangers.
In game, shut up.
Right, I'm Master Griff, and this is my apprentice Finn. We're the protectors of these lands.
Are you? No, never mind. I was gonna go somewhere else. Were you guys? I mean, you guys were born here and trained here, or did you come from elsewhere?
Our people have lived here in these valleys for 1,000 years.
And so your ancestors have trained you in the ways of the Force?
Yes, we are the protectors of these lands. Myself, Master Nico.
At this point, they're just staring at each other to us, right?
As well as Grandmaster Monty.
What's happening?
Awkward.
Looks like we got ourselves a Mexican standoff.
Well,
You have nothing to fear from us.
Except for yourself.
And he switches from telepathy. Oh, yeah. Oh, you guys are good guys, aren't you?
Try to be.
Ah. So what's this whole rebellion thingy?
Oh. Well,
Well,
who wants to handle that?
I mean, I'd like to say we were a crack commando unit. You know, we were sent to prison, and
Crimes we didn't commit.
and we escaped. And
You're pretty good with that force, but you're not. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! You don't need to try to tell a big story like that.
I thought it was a good backstory.
Oh, it's so good, Addy.
I mean, because if you can find us,
Maybe you can hire the Scruffy Nerfherders.
the Scruffy Nerfherders team.
Well. Oh, you guys.
Well, all right. Look, we should just come clean. Obviously, you can read our minds, so you kind of have the story.
We try not to pry, but my apprentice here,
He's
oh
nosy.
yeah, he got right in there. It's like you have no defenses up or anything.
Oh, this is the worst place in the planet, galaxy ever. I hate this place already. This acid still really burns.
Oh, well, why don't you get your stuff together? We can bring you back to the town, and oh yeah, we can definitely mend to those wounds.
Oh, that sounds just fantastic.
Wait, there's a town on this planet?
Yeah, yeah, just past these mountains.
That's where we were going, buddy. Yeah. Thanks.
Good to know, guys. Thanks. Appreciate it.
Here. Finn, why don't you ride ahead, get some more Tauntauns, come back, and we can get them there a little faster. I'll see what I can do for the time being.
Oh, thank you.
Ooh, yeah,
These
of course.
Tauntauns stink.
Yeah, it's an oil that they secrete.
Mm.
It's a pretty nasty odor. Yeah. But it's it's fine. Hold on a second. So, you guys, the acid burning that you're feeling is gone.
Oh.
He has used the force to sort of stop the bubbling of your skin. You're not healed, but you're not taking additional damage from it.
It's magic.
Sorry, that takes a lot of work. I'm surprised you guys decided to fight the Gultar directly.
Well, we've taken
We didn't
on
know what it
some-
was.
Yeah, and we've taken on some crazy enemies. Griff, you said you've defended your homeland. Who have you had to fight?
Well, there's creatures all about, and don't you know? There's those who we try to train who go astray.
Okay.
But-
Are they still out there and still a threat?
The threat never really ends, does it?
No, it never does.
There's the darkness always is out there, and that's why you have to shine a light. But it's good to meet someone else who's got different training. I'm intrigued to learn more about your, all of the stuff you can do. That's pretty impressive.
Thank you.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be picking your brain, but it's just so fascinating.
That's the first time I think I've heard anybody call his brain fascinating.
Oh, it is. You should see it. There's something about the winds. It's very interesting.
I'd like to read that book someday.
Maybe I'll write that book someday.
We have some parchment.
Oh.
Yeah. Now tell me.
How
So
quaint.
you all seem to have blasters.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Why is that crazy?
I have one of the 5 that we have on this world.
Oh. Wow. How many people are in your town?
I mean, there are thousands out there, but these have been cherished treasures of our world. To see so casually, these have been protected by our people for as many generations as I know of.
And you haven't made more?
We wouldn't even know how to begin.
Oh, that's a bad sign, guys. That
So
means they don't have
do
technology.
you think your people landed here years and years and years, generations ago, and settled here?
Oh, my father told me a story when I was young that the stars are where everything is born. Well, but that seems like childish stories. I've been trying to keep the squabble to a minimum my whole life, and it's hard not to keep that focus. The harvests are so meager, and we try so hard, and every time someone gets a little hungry for power, it causes some chaos. But I can see those stories aren't a lie.
Not limited to your planet either.
Huh. That's different. He pauses for a moment, and Foe, give me a telepathy check.
Ooh, natural 20.
You don't take any damage for this one because it hits you as opposed to...
Right. So 26. Not 20, though.
You get a flash of him as a young man when he was an apprentice, crying over his dead master. And you see in his eyes, what seems to be just like the face of evil, guarded by two soldiers, as he sort of runs away holding the corpse of his master. Sorry, I was lost in thought there. Anyway, yeah. So when we go talk to the people, they're not going to know what to do with you quite so fast. So we should probably take you to my cousin's house.
Yeah, let's
Okay,
let's
do it. That sounds good to me.
Yeah. Yes, my cousin is a prince in House Tian, and they will. Well, he and his men will be a little more open-minded than the small folks.
All right.
So you guys sort of tend to your wounds and sort of collect stuff, and eventually Finn comes back with Tauntauns for you all. And you guys get up on your Tauntauns and you follow this trail, and it like I said, it's just a short ride through the mountains, especially on these much more sure-footed creatures. And they bring you to the entrance of this valley, and you see this huge field. When I say valley, I don't mean small pass. It's as far as the eye can see, it's green past you. It's a lot of short grass, and you can see clearly made up fields and larger structures throughout. It looks like castles, and around each of the castles are smaller towns. And as you kind of come to this huge plateau of rural civilization, Griff goes, "Welcome to Kilia." I'm going to end the session.
Well, we will find out more about Killian next time. We'll find out if we can truly trust Griff and Finn and what their motivations are. Can they help us get off this planet? How will our heroes, our Scruffy Nerfherders, get off this planet? You can find out in the next session. Until then, though, don't forget you can check out all of our other podcasts, Another Pass, Certain Point of View, News, and Headlines. All of that is on our website. Again, certainpov.com. All our social media is there. Everything is there that you can check out. That's part of all three of our podcasts, certainpov.com. And until next session, stay scruffy, my Nerf herders.
Why, when he was a young warthog. When I was a young warthog. Very nice. Thanks. Well, he found his aroma lacked a certain appeal. He could clear the savannah after every meal. I'm a sensitive soul, though I seem thick-skinned, and it hurt. When my friends couldn't stand downwind. And oh, the shame! Got a change in my name!
Changing his name!
And I felt downhearted.
How did you feel?
Every time that I...
Puma, not in front of the kids.
Oh, sorry. It means no worry.
CPOV. CertainPOV.com.